So now we came to the most important topic, pointers. Now what is a pointer? People tend to find it difficult initially, but it is easy and straightforward if you understand it properly. So don't worry. So what is a pointer? A pointer is actually a variable which is capable of holding the address of another variable. So what does this mean? So normally when I actually give you something like this, so phone, and I put some blank here. So what is the type of value that is held by this particular area? Obviously it is the phone number. Similarly, now when I declare a variable as int a, so what is a? A is an integer variable. So what is the type of value that will be kept inside a? That is an integer, right? And similarly, when I say double b, now what is the type of value that will be held in b? So the type of value that will be kept in b is of type double. This is right. Now when we declare a variable as int asterisk p, now p is actually a pointer to integer variable. So what do you mean by pointer to integer variable? So that is nothing but it is capable of holding the address of an integer variable. So a memory block which is of type integer, and its address can be kept inside p, just like the phone number can be kept inside this part, the address can be kept inside p. So that is the point, and this is what we call a pointer, but we still did not put any address there. We can keep any integer variable address inside p. Similarly, when I declare a variable of type double asterisk q, so what q contains is a pointer to double. So what does this mean? Q is capable of holding the address of any variable of type double. And you will get more and more clarity once we get inside it. Now let us understand how this works with an example. Now first of all, when I declare something like INTA, I am going to get a memory block which is capable of storing an integer, right? This memory block will be having some address. I will say 0x1a, just for simplicity. So then when I say int star p, so I am pronouncing this as star instead of asterisk for simplicity. Now when I say int star p, p is capable of holding an address of. Now when I say int star p, I am declaring a pointer variable. So pointer variable means a variable or a memory block which is capable of holding the address. Now what is the type of variable that it can refer to? That is an integer. So the type of content that we can place in p is int star. So that is address of an integer variable. Now the RHS of this statement actually is getting the address of a. So what is address of a? 0x1a. Now that is held inside p. So I am just placing the address of a inside p. Now this is fine. Now p means, when I say refer to p, that is this one, and when I refer to star p, so it goes one level inside and it now starts referring to this variable or this memory block. Now when we say a equal to 20, so we are referring to a directly because we do have that name. So we are actually placing the 20 directly inside a, right? And then when I say star p equal to 30, p is this one and star p is this variable itself. So when I say star p equal to 30, it is actually the integer pointed by p, and this is going to change the value of this variable to 30. So normally p means this pointer variable itself, but star p means one level above. So just take it one level above, and this makes it this variable. Now when we say star p equal to 30, we are placing 30 inside this variable. And when we print a, you can see that you will get 30. Now I'll show you this with an example first so that you can understand it better. Now I'm going to create a new example file. So I will say pointer ex1.c. So now as usual, return 0. So now when I say double a comma b, now what does this mean? We get two variables of type double. Now when I say double star p, so this is a pointer variable which can point to any memory block of type double. So this is called as pointer to a double variable. And here what we declared is two double variables. Now this is what we call a comment. This is called as a single line comment. So from where it starts, if you start with double slash and followed by the text, this entire text is taken as comment, and it is not an instruction. It is a simple descriptive statement that we write it for ourselves. And there is also another type of comment called multi-line comment that starts with slash and followed by asterisk, and that ends with asterisk and followed by slash. So this is a multi-line comment. Normally this is written in order to write multiple lines of text. So following example demonstrates the usage of pointers. Whatever it is, this is for our description purpose. Now the single line comment starts with double slash, and multi-line comment starts with slash asterisk and ends with asterisk slash, and all the lines are treated as comments. Now that is fine. Now let us come back to pointers. Now double a comma b, both we declare two double variables here, and double asterisk p or double star p. So this is a pointer to a variable of type double. And then I'll say p equal to ampersand a. So p now points to a. Now when I say asterisk p, I am referring to a itself. When I say asterisk p equal to 10.2, the variable referred by p is now assigned the value 10.2. So here it indirectly assigns 10.2 to the variable a because p is pointing to a. Now I am changing the address inside p. So I am just referring to b now. Now p now points to b. And now when I say star p equal to 20.4, now it assigns 20.4 to the variable b because p pointing to the b and asterisk p means the actual variable, that is b itself. Now b becomes 20.4, and let us print the values of a and b. A is percentage %lf because the code is double, and b is percentage %lf. I'll supply the value of a and b, and now you can see what happens. Let us compile this program before I explain it further. Pointer ex1.c. Now you can see that the value of a is 10.2 and the value of b is 20.4. So what happened here? Let me explain you. So after this declaration, you got two variables a and b in memory. Now both a and b are capable of holding a value of type double. because they both are of type double. Now what is P? P is a pointer to double. So P is a memory block which is capable of holding a pointer to double. Now all A, B and P, they will all get some address in memory, because if you build a simple house, that house will be having some address, right? Now similarly, when a particular memory block is allocated to you, even that memory block will be having some address. Now let us say that the address of A is 0x123 and the address of B is 0x234. I'm just assuming that this is. And now what I'm doing is P equal to address of A. So what is the address of A? 0x123. I'm placing that inside P. Now what is 0x123? It is the address of a double variable. Now it looks like P is pointing to this block, right? And hence the name pointer. So now when I say P, I am referring to this memory block. But when I say asterisk P or star P, I am referring to the variable pointed by P. So now I am referring to A, and hence asterisk P or star P means it is nothing but this variable A. So when I say asterisk P equal to 10.2, I am assigning the value 10.2 to A itself. And now see what happens when I say P equal to ampersand B, and that is why we call it variable. We can change the value of P as well, and the value will be the address itself. Now when we say P equal to ampersand B, now P contains the address of B. So what is address of B? Which is 0x234. Now P means 0x234, but asterisk P means the variable pointed by P. So when I say asterisk P equal to 20.4, I am trying to assign 20.4 to this memory block. Now why I am doing this and what is the advantage of it, you will come to know in the future lectures, don't worry. But anyway, so first thing is we try to access the variables using their names, and in this example we are trying to access the variables using the pointer. Now for simple example purpose, let us assume that both A and B are two different persons living in two different locations or cities. Now let us assume P is a dispatcher of the person who is responsible to dispatch something. Now we initially assigned the address of A to P. That means we have given the address of A to P and we asked it to dispatch 10.2 to his house. So he kept inside A. And then we assigned the address of B to P and we asked him to dispatch 20.4 to the given address. Now because that P is pointing to B, so the 20.4 went to this memory location. So this is your first example and you might have captured few points from it. Don't worry, you will get more and more clarity in the coming lectures.